Delta Force is back and it looks absolutely amazing. Now there's been a lot of talk how there's no real competitors when it comes to the Battlefield scene. Some may argue that BattleBit Remastered was a close competitor. However, we all know what ended up happening to that game. Now this game covers a whole bunch of multiplayer aspects that recently have been doing fairly well. There's going to be large scale multiplayer battles similar to that of games such as World War III and Battlefield. They're also adding an extraction based looter shooter game mode similar to that of games such as Modern Warfare the DMZ, Escape from Tarkov, and similar to Arena Breakout Infinite. Now the greatest part about this game is that you're going to be able to access all of these features in a free-to-play game. There's a playtest coming up in July, so make sure to head over to Steam and put it on your wish list right now. If you don't want to use Steam, you can also head over to the website and sign up now. Now coming from one of their other games, Black Hawk Down, which was made after the movie Black Hawk Down back in 2001. I might not have been able to walk at that time. Years later I watched that movie and that movie was absolutely stunning. Now this game, Delta Force Hawk Ops, is actually going to be affiliated with the movie, which is super interesting. You're going to be able to relive the 1993 mission just like in the movie and the previous game. Now from what they said, they're going to try to keep everything 1-to-1 in terms of the size of the streets and buildings from that in previous games. Unlike its predecessor Black Hawk Down, Delta Force Hawk Ops is going to have a game mode called Havoc Warfare. Now from what people have said from actually testing the game, Havoc Warfare is going to be very similar to Breakthrough that was introduced back in Battlefield 1, where you have one team pushing points to continue to getting to next points, while on the other hand you have the defenders trying to defend their sectors and much more. Now honestly, a game like this seems incredible. I haven't really liked a game similar to Battlefield since pretty much BattleBit Remastered. However, BattleBit Remastered lacked a lot of things in comparison to Battlefield, but it seems like Delta Force Hawk Ops is trying to bridge that gap between all the things we love from Battlefield and other fast-paced arcade shooters. From what we know and what is already online, there's going to be transport helicopters that are Black Hawk that appear to have some type of rocket pods on the side. You're going to have attack choppers with gunner seats, different types of land transport vehicles, lots of tanks, jets, and you name it, it's probably there. Now they talk about that destruction and quote-unquote levolution is very emphasized and it looks actually amazing. Now, a lot of the weapons that are shown look pretty familiar to what we already know. However, the detail of customization kind of looks crazy to me. There's a whole bunch of customization that you can do to the weapons and really cater it to fit your own personal style. Honestly, the weapon customization they have in this game, that it really reminds me of Arena Breakout in the level of detail. Now, just like most other games in this genre, there's going to be different classes or operators that you're going to be able to choose from. Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. Now each class or operator is going to have their own unique special or abilities. There seems to be scouting arrows, some sort of mine, possibly some sort of healing gadget, maybe that's for the Assault class, but who knows. I haven't been able to get my hands on the game, but I really look forward to playing it. Now in terms of the gadget looks, and from what is shown on screen, you can definitely see that a lot of the gadgets kind of look futuristic. Now on the broad spectrum of Havoc Warfare, honestly, it looks amazing. I've been waiting for a Battlefield-esque game that has all of these elements that Battlefield recently has kind of lacked on. Now similar to Battlefield, there of course is combined arms aspects. You have infantry running around, where you have attack choppers flying around, tanks, and much more. You have that team play, squad play, and much more to this game. Now this game has definitely been on my list to play, as again it's got that Battlefield-esque elements, while of course not being Battlefield. And honestly, again, as of late, Battlefield has kind of been lackluster with what they've been doing. Now it's definitely a competition that Battlefield has to compete for now. Now of course, you know me, I can't wait to get my hands on a sniper in this game, or the Recon class, as some of the footage I've seen from sniping in this game looks absolutely incredible. Now besides just Havoc Warfare, a game mode that the developers are really talking about, and the game mode with the most amount of footage, is the game mode or game style, whatever you want to call it, Hazard Operations. Now this is Delta Force Op Hardcore Extraction game mode. You can see it similar to that of DMZ from Call of Duty, Escape from Tarkov, and Arena Breakout Infinite. Now there's a ton of gameplay on YouTube and so on that you can find on this specific game mode. Now it seems like they're really trying to touch all aspects of gaming right now. They're trying to cater to the people that want to go hardcore and don't necessarily like a ton of PvP, as Hazard Operations has several PvE elements with different bosses and much more. Now just like other extraction shooters, or if you recently played any extraction shooters, the premise of it is pretty simple. Load in with a team of 3, bring in the loot that you're willing to die with, and well, loot and extract. Now the thing that's really interesting is that the developers are calling something a dynamic in-game world. While you're in the midst of a battle or in the midst of an actual quote-unquote raid, you can accept and decline missions while you're playing the game, so that you don't have to extract and go back. Just that you found the item that you need, simply go accept the quest, and boom, that's quest done. And there's even things like adding a train, opening up new sections of the map, or even planes crashing, opening other sections of the map, or even getting higher tier loot. Now at launch of this game, there's going to be a whole bunch of maps for hazard operations, with a ton of enemy AI spread all throughout the maps. Some of the AI that you can come across or fight are going to be different types of bosses. Now just like say Escape from Tarkov or Arena Breakout, they also have bosses, but these bosses in this specific game are a little bit different. There's going to be bosses with flamethrowers and much more. Now the cool thing about this game is that it's also being a mobile release, so whether you're at home or on the go, you can play whenever you want. But I will say again, the thing I'm most excited about is the large multiplayer battles. Running around as infantry, being inside of a tank, being inside an attack chopper, whatever you want to fit your niche or playstyle. In games like these, usually your options are endless. And as one of the first games I ever played was Black Hawk Down, I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with this game. I would say this game really reminds me of World War III in terms of the art style and whatnot. And actually, I really enjoyed World War III. And if I was Battlefield or EA, I would kind of be worried about this game. I definitely see a lot of potential and growth that this game can offer. Now, although it is a mobile port, from what I have found and seen in terms of how it will perform on PC, the developers themselves have set their expectations high, and it seems like mobile port games have been a recent trend lately, especially like games like Arena Breakout Infinite, which is honestly for a mobile port game was actually incredible. It stayed pretty true to what the mobile game was, but it still kept to core mechanics of what the game entailed. Now, I honestly believe if you were a fan of, say, World War III, Battlefield, BattleBit Remastered, games in this genre, I think this game, Delta Force Hawk Ops, is a great combination of all these formats, and I highly encourage you to go sign up and test out the game when it arrives in July. We're gonna end this video with some trailers. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, as it greatly helps me out. But anyways, I hope you have a great day.
Delivered truck. Going to cover pack. Roger that. Let's go!
By 2035, we have formed a new breed of elite special forces who are better prepared to manage these latest threats to our global societies. No fear, no retreat.
Recon arrow out.
Stay with it.
Using smoke screen.
Powering up. Let's do this.
Soldiers, you're depleting their numbers. Try to finish them off.
Hold the line. Here comes the last push.
Headshots for you.